What's up guys, it's Owen here, and today I'm going to be doing a little special video. It's going to be a little different. Today I'm going to be showing you guys what's in my camera bag. So I'm going to get everything big out of the way first, starting with the camera that I use. I use a Sony a6500. I have a Sony 10 to 18 millimeter lens on there, wide angle lens. Where I bought it from came with a small filter that was on the lens already. And I actually like that because the 10 to 18, when you zoom in and out, it actually moves up and down. Because it's such a wide angle, the glass actually bulbs out a little bit. So I like having that filter to keep it flat, to keep it safe. And the mic that I'm using is the Rode Video Micro. Perfect, tiny, cheap microphone that gets good sound quality. And I have the Joby Gorilla tripod. Along with that, the memory card that I'm using to record everything on is a PNY 256 gig SD card. And the reason why I like that is because not every time I get the chance to transfer everything that's on the card onto my computer. So I like having that extra space so that I can just keep on recording stuff onto the card whenever, and it's always organized by date on the card. Second thing, I actually just want to say sorry about the echo in here. This isn't the most soundproof room, but it's what I got. So now, my actual camera bag. This is the Manfrotto Adventure 1 bag. I got this from Best Buy. Previous videos, I do work at Best Buy, so perks of working at a tech retail store. With the big things first, my main stuff is up front in this front pocket. The drone. I have the original Mavic Pro. It's not the Platinum, it's not the Mavic Air, it's just the original Mavic Pro, but I did put the new propellers on that came with the Mavic Platinum because these ones, the tips, the winged tips, they're better for aerodynamics and they're quieter. They're better for battery life and it makes the drone a lot quieter. Along with that is the charger with the multi-charger bank. Charges up to 4 Mavic batteries. Another battery. So I have 3 total batteries, including the one that's on the drone itself. The controller. I guess I'll talk about lenses right now. So right now I'm shooting with the Sony 10 to 18. This lens is the Sigma 30 f1.4 lens. This one I picked up before I went to Oregon because it had just come out. I really wanted a wider aperture lens, and the only ones that were available for Sony were pretty expensive. This one just was announced. Sigma came out with a 30 millimeter, which on a crop sensor like the a6500, the APS-C sensor, 30 millimeter translates to roughly 49-50 mil. So on a crop sensor, a 30 millimeter lens is like a good portrait lens, especially for a 1.4. You know, I can get nice and buttery bokeh in the background. And on the lens itself, I have a Polaroid variable UV filter, meaning when I'm in like a bright environment, when I'm outside, I can make the UV filter darker, meaning I can keep my wide open aperture. The Sigma 30mm f1.4. And then a couple months later, once that lens came out, Sigma released another lens, 16mm f1.4. This guy right here, it's taller, a little bit wider than the 30mm. And again, I have the Polaroid. This one's a platinum filter. And that's basically all that's in the front compartment of this. All the big stuff. There's the camera, the drone, the lenses. That's all the big stuff. In the first big compartment right here, it splits with this little divider right here. I have a couple of the lens hoods for the 30mm and the 16mm. Lens hoods that I would use, but I mainly use these lenses on the stabilizer. I have the Zhiyun crane. That's the reason why I don't use the lens hoods. It's because when I'm using one of these lenses on here, the lens hood kind of gets in the way of the plate here that you mount the camera on. You got the stabilizer. That's just hidden, tucked away in the back over here. And so this is the bottom of the stabilizer. And I bought this, which I actually really like. It's like a mini tripod that can make it so that I can place this on the ground itself, because usually it's just this, and putting this right on the ground sucks when you're trying to balance the stabilizer. Inside this compartment as well, I do keep my GoPro. I have the Hero 5 Black Edition. Not worth it to get the 6. It's kind of just the same thing. I've actually seen a couple reviews of the Hero 6 saying that it's actually worse than the Hero 5. I'm using my old Joby tripod. You know, I just get a nice, in front of the GoPro. So Joby tripod with the Hero 5. Next, there's a smaller compartment in front of it. And this is where I keep all of the batteries for both cameras. Wall charger, a USB charger, and I have a total of 8 batteries for this camera. The batteries that are used with the Sony 6500, they're tiny compared to like the ones for like my old camera, the 70D, and they do not last long at all. If I'm filming a lot in one day, I will burn through about 4 or 5 of these batteries. I bought the off-brand batteries for this camera because they're cheaper. If you want to buy the actual Sony branded batteries, they're like $50, $60 for one. And I was able to find on Amazon a pack of 4 for about 25 bucks. They're definitely not as good as the Sony branded ones, but I'd rather have more batteries than fewer Sony branded batteries. So yeah, I have a total of 8. They're all in here. So a little rundown of everything I use. Sony a6500 wide angle lens with the Rode Video Micro, Joby tripod, Sigma 16 f1.4 and a 30 f1.4. I have the Mavic Pro with the new propellers, GoPro Hero 5, batteries for days, the stabilizer. I think that's it. That's everything I have actually. That is everything that I use to film whatever I want. In a couple weeks, I will be going with Joe, his birthday party. He's having a little get together in a cabin down in Tahoe. That should be fun. I am getting another lens. I'm getting and it was just announced like a month ago, the Sony 18 to 135 lens. Yeah, that is everything, and hope you guys enjoyed. I'll have links to everything in the description. I'll try to at least, there'll be a lot. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.